Thank God. Is it on? Is it on?
Good, hello everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today I wanted to share with you a couple of my very favorite products from the month of October, so let's go ahead and get started with that. My makeup favorite for October was the Real Techniques 301 brush. It is the flat contour. It's very hard to see, I think, because of how freaking shiny this is, and my light is really bright. But yeah, this thing is absolutely beautiful. It's kind of got like a rose gold finish, these really pretty soft white bristles, and actually at the base they're kind of tinted pink as well to sort of match the aesthetic of the handle. I, love Real Techniques. I love Sam and Nick anyway. I own several of their original releases, but this is kind of their foray into like the more luxe side of brushes. So all of these bold metals have these gorgeous colors. They're very, not very heavy, but they're heavier than the other brushes, but they feel really good in your hand. A lot of other face brushes, particularly contour brushes that I've used, have been a little bit more like on the fluffy side. They're good for blending and kind of creating very subtle shadows and shapes. But this one is really excellent for at least just that initial kind of application for your contour. You can put it exactly where you want it to go and really kind of chisel out your face and sort of see exactly where all of your shadows are going to fall. And if you want to go back in with a fluffier brush and blend that out, that's cool too. But I love this. I think that this also, because of how dense but soft the bristles are, it does a great job of blending out as well. So my skincare favorite for the month of October was Bio Oil, and I know I have talked about this before, maybe in a favorites, but also in other videos. This stuff is really great for two reasons. One, inexpensive. Two, actually works. Doesn't get any better than that. So this stuff is great because if you have any kind of like patchiness or dry skin that you've got going on, this stuff is incredibly moisturizing. It does take a little bit of time to absorb, but like if you want to use this on your heels and put socks on, or you want to use it on your hands and maybe wear like cotton gloves to go to sleep, your hands will be like new in the morning. Another reason that I really like this stuff is because it actually works incredibly well for healing any kind of hyperpigmentation or scarring. And I found out about this stuff from a woman when I was doing like a charity fashion show a little while ago, and she had incredible skin, like flawless skin. And she told me that growing up, she was in the sun a lot and she had a lot of sun damage and kind of splotchiness around the outside of her face. And she said that the only thing that got rid of that splotchiness and all of that kind of hyperpigmentation was this stuff. And I've actually been using this not on my face recently, but on my hands. I think I told you guys about when I fell down the stairs in a club when I was in Korea and I cut my hand, and you guys might have actually seen this scar in my videos earlier. It was really, really dark and it is almost completely gone now. That's what I've been putting on it. My hair care favorite for October was the Aveda Smooth Infusion Nourishing Styling Cream. You guys know how much I love Aveda. I've already talked about their Smooth Infusion line quite a lot with you guys, but this is something that I recently picked up when I was there replenishing my shampoo. And this stuff, the woman told me they tested it in like 90% humidity and it did incredibly well against frizz, which is great because when you live in Florida, that's pretty much what you experience every day. So I really like this because it doesn't smell very strong. It kind of matches the scent of the rest of the line, which is very subtle and very nice. And you don't need a whole lot of it, and it works wonders. And I use their Style Prep Smoother as well, and that I do put kind of on my roots and all over my head, but I feel like this might be a little bit too thick. Might cause a little bit of grease if you get it too close to your scalp. So if you want your blowout to last a couple of days, I would say, just work it through kind of the ends of your hair and then blow it out, and it will just be incredible. You will be totally amazed. It is so smooth and it just weighs your hair down just enough that it kind of gets rid of those flyaways, but it doesn't make it look like you just flat ironed the crap out of it. It still has a little bit of body and movement to it, which I really like. My body favorite for October is actually something that I picked up in Chicago when I was there for Chase's sister's wedding. We went to this really cute place called Mojo Spa and we got pedicures and manicures together, and they had a whole line of amazing little soaps and kind of little oils, and they had makeup and everything. I mean, they do a bunch of stuff that's in-house, but one of the best things that I found, and I'm really glad that I picked up, is the amazing aftershave oil for women. I think guys could probably use it too. But yeah, this stuff is really cool. It's just got a lot of natural oils in it. Let's see, it's got apricot kernel, almond oil, argan oil, meadow foam seed oil, and all of those together not only smell incredibly nice, but also do a really good job of kind of protecting and rehydrating your skin, because shaving is like really not great for your skin. And I wouldn't recommend wearing it, in the morning. I would say if you're going to shave kind of in the evening and put this on and then put some cotton pants on, that would probably be a really good way to sort of make sure that it all stays in place, because it is an oil, so it does have a tendency to kind of spread around. But yeah, it smells really nice and it works really well, so I've enjoyed it so far. My home favorite for October is dun, da, da, a candle. Seems like it's been a really long time since I've had a candle in my favorites. Blasphemy. So this is the Yankee Candle Apple Pumpkin Scent, and I know I've talked about this one before. This is just like everything that you love and wish you could have year-round that happens in fall in a convenient little jar that you can light on fire. Oh, it smells so good. It's got like the perfect balance of that sort of fruity, crisp sweetness of apple. It's got a little bit of subtle kind of pumpkin smell in there, and it's got a really nice punch of cinnamon. It's got all of the best scents in it. Plus it's like a gorgeous color. I just love this candle. Moving on to my music favorite for the month of October, I just completely unwillingly became obsessed with Hotline Bling by Drake. I don't even know how it happened. I usually don't listen to the radio ever, but I just recently figured, you know, why not? I haven't heard any like top 40 radio in a long time. Let's see what the kids are listening to. And seriously, the first time I heard the song, the only thing I focused on was the lyrics, and I'm like, this is just the dumbest shit I've ever heard. But later that day when I got home, I was just wandering around my house, cleaning up, doing some laundry, and out of nowhere, it just popped back into my head, and I just could not stop singing it all night. You can't deny that the music is damn catchy. But yeah, I mean, the first time I watched the video, I was kind of like, okay, like I had heard about how crazy the dance was, and I'd seen people making fun of it and stuff, so I was like, oh, okay, it's probably something really weird. But honestly, like, I feel like that's how I would dance if I heard that song for the first time and was by myself. That is exactly how I would move to that music. So I think it's brilliant. I love the song. I love the video. I love all of it. It is my jam right now. So I'm sure you guys have heard it, but if you haven't, you should check out Hotline Bling by Drake and actually watch the video because it's pretty interesting. The set design, at least, is really cool. And finally, my random favorite for October was my shoes. They're dirty, sorry about that. These are some Birkenstocks that I got while I was in Korea a few months ago. These are the Madrid style. My dog is losing his over here. Now, I don't care what anyone says about the way that these shoes look. These are not the new Crocs. These things actually do look great, I think, on most people. You can walk for miles in these shoes and not get a blister, seriously. They're so well designed that they just fit comfortably when you first try them on, but even after that, as you walk in them and kind of, you know, sounds gross, but as you sweat a little bit and as the warmth from your feet kind of gets into that leather and into the shoes, it shapes them even more to your soles and to your toes, and they just have become the absolute most comfortable pair of shoes that I own, and they go with everything. You can get them in a bunch of different colors, and I love them. Thank you, Chico. Alright guys, so that is gonna do it for my October favorites. Thank you very much for watching. If anything popped into your head while you were watching, you know, something that you loved or remember that you used a lot from October, please don't hesitate to share that with me. You can either tweet me, it's just at allispeed, or you can write to me in the comments below because I'd love to hear about that stuff. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not already, and I will see you next time for another video. Thanks again for watching, guys. Bye.